to Through the Bible. Today we will be concluding with the book of Daniel. Daniel in the lion's den. Daniel chapter 6, 1 to 28. Daniel was a Jew in Babylon when the Medes and the Persians took control of the land. Each day, Daniel would pray, facing towards Jerusalem in his homeland. Daniel, along with two others, supervised 120 officials who governed the empire of King Darius. Daniel soon showed that he worked better than the other governors and was so outstanding the king considered putting him in charge of the whole empire. The other governors were jealous and tried to find something wrong with the way Daniel ruled the empire, but they could not, as Daniel was so honest and reliable. There is nothing we can accuse Daniel of doing, they concluded, unless it is something to do with the God he worships. So they went to see the king and said, King Darius, all who rule your empire want you to order that for 30 days no one is allowed to pray to any god, only your majesty. Anyone who breaks this law is to be thrown into a pit filled with lions. King Darius signed the law, and the laws of the Medes and Persians could not be changed. When Daniel learned that the order had been signed, he went home. In an upstairs room of his house, he knelt down at the open windows that faced toward Jerusalem and prayed to God 3 times a day. Daniel's enemies went to the king. Your Majesty, Daniel does not obey the order you issued. He prays to his God regularly 3 times a day. He must be thrown into a pit filled with lions. When the king heard this, he was upset and tried until sunset to find some way to rescue Daniel. But the laws of the Medes and Persians could not be changed. So the king reluctantly gave orders for Daniel to be thrown into the pit filled with lions. He told Daniel, May your God, whom you serve so loyally, rescue you. A stone was put over the mouth of the pit and the royal seal put on it, so that no one could rescue Daniel. King Darius returned to the palace and spent a sleepless night. At dawn, the king got up and hurried to the pit. Daniel, servant of the living God, he cried out, was the God you serve so loyally able to save you from the lions? Daniel answered, May your majesty live forever. God sent his angel to shut the mouths of the lions so that they would not hurt me. He did this because I was innocent. The king was overjoyed and gave orders for Daniel to be pulled out of the pit. Then the king commanded those who had accused Daniel to be arrested and thrown into the pit filled with lions. The lions pounced on them and broke all their bones. King Darius wrote to the people of every nation, I command that everyone should fear and respect Daniel's God. He is a living God and he will rule forever. His kingdom will never be destroyed, and his power will never come to an end. He rescues and performs miracles. He saved Daniel from being killed by the lions.